Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Three Men and a Little Virus. This is week number 11 of Series 2 and we're calling it Tribute Acts. My name's Mark Cridland. I'm the one that tries to hold it all together and, bring some semblance to this show. And I'm joined every week by our regular comedians, Mr. AMJ, that's Adam Morrison-Jones, and Paul Tingy. They're the ones that bring the funniness to this show, as well as a menagerie of animal characters. So on this week's show, we talk about avocados. We talk about mangetout and how not to pronounce it. And we discuss comedy gigs that these guys have had that have been either with very small crowds or no one in the crowd. And of course the upcoming gigs that they can finally put on. Yes, there's going to be some live comedy at last. I bring up the video game Valheim, which I've been playing a lot of, like far too much of. And we discuss the time that Paul met Adam Ant. We also bring up the venues that are reopening, which are not just comedy but music as well, and the fact that I'll be down at the booking hall in Dover interviewing bands and tribute acts and all that lot. And AMJ brings up tribute acts for comedians. Now, I've never heard of these, but apparently there's quite a lot of them around, and it's odd, really odd. And of course, this week's celebrity guest, we have a celebrity guest for the quiz. It's an interesting one, but we also talk about the Australian songbirds that are not interesting their females anymore because they're singing the wrong lyrics. All that coming up in this week's show, so sit back and enjoy another week of Three Men and a Little Virus.
Ricardo! He likes an avocado.
He loves an avocado. He doesn't just like it, he loves it, AMJ.
I reckon avocado is probably my favourite. It's in my top 5 of things that I eat.
No,
wow.
No, that's just wrong.
You know what Geraldine's got to say about that, don't you?
What?
You heard me, Ponce eating avocado.
Avocados are not Ponce. Like, let's just throw that out there.
They're upper class Ponce.
However, at AMJ, I will say that they make a great substitute to many things. I mean, you can have avocado chocolate mousse. So you don't have to use any dairy unless you use dairy chocolate, but you don't have to use dairy chocolate, and it's absolutely amazing.
Just really? Have it with a spoon. Oh, I love an avocado.
Geraldine and mine's opinions are not always the same.
True that.
No. I mean,
it's almost like you're playing a character that shouldn't be judged.
Don't know what you're on about. I do send myself up, certainly, as Paul Tingy. This Paul Tingy's not the real life Paul Tingy, if that's what you mean.
Well, what's the major differences between you and the real life Paul Tingy?
I'm a lot more boring in real life, so imagine what that's like.
Oh.
More boring?
More boring? Like a
exactly.
chart. Oh, wow, I'm sorry to hear that. That sounds pretty bad.
Oh,
you're not that boring in real life at all.
Oh, I am.
Oh, we started on community radio. We've met boring. I listened back the other day.
I'd just like to say, please remember that you can still listen to Skype with Paul on Dover Community Radio. And that's the view of AMJ, not me.
The Rockout goes out on Dover Community Radio every Wednesday night from 10 o'clock. Repeat, and then the previous week's ones repeated straight after it on a Wednesday night.
How about that?
Although I'm 2 hours of the Rockout. What?
I'm going Wednesday night soon, so there you go.
What time?
I have no idea.
Oh, maybe you're going to be my warm-up act. You're going to be the fluffer for my listeners.
Oh, they'd be very disappointed. The music styles aren't the same.
No, but it's still good stuff.
It is. I haven't got a show going.
Still good. It's the wrong genre, but it's still good.
Yeah. So AMJ, you need to do a music show and get it put on as well, so that it could be like your show, then Paul's, then mine, and we could just take over DCR again.
I just finished with Living the Dream.
And then we can go off to another radio station with very similar initials and get promised the world and get delivered nothing.
Exactly. Did you know the guy who's involved in that other station is now doing something for the UK Space Agency? I saw on LinkedIn earlier.
What?
Yeah. Yes.
Well, he is out of this world.
Yay!
His
The
promises
UK. Yeah, they sure are. The UK Space Agency. That's amazing.
Yeah. I saw it on LinkedIn earlier. I went, what is he doing now?
Are they trying to build a rocket using only members of the community?
I don't know.
Is it just Adrian sat in a box? Just hoping it's going to fly. Yeah, there's no fuel. There's just a promise written down on the wing. Oh, bless them. Bless them all.
Fun and
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't want to go in that rocket, though. You got more chances of winning on the roulette.
Hey.
Oh dear. Right. I've got a weird little news story, just a short one that we can start off with for this week. It's all about a lady who has an interesting way of pronouncing the word mangetout.
Did she say mangetout?
No. It's even different than that. I mean, a lot of people will know mangetout from of course, Only Fools and Horses, Del Boy, mangetout. Yeah, mangetout. Of course, it's a French word which translates to English to mean eat it all, because the pea has an edible pod, so you can eat the whole thing.
I think I know how she pronounces it.
Well, she pronounces it exactly how it is written, and she's pronounced it ever since she was a child, and no one has corrected her up until now. All it says is it's a mum, so it didn't say how old she is. There's a picture of an elderly lady, but that's a stock photo, so we don't actually know how old she is. It doesn't say. It just says my mum pronounces these like this, and I've been crying ever since, as you do. So, how do you think she pronounces mangetout?
I think I think I know the real answer, but let's have some fun first. Yeah. And AMJ just spewed out mangetout.
No, I said mangetout. I didn't say mangetout. That's your dirty mind ahead of you. That sounds like a really pissed off like Londoner kind. He's a mangetout. That's what I'm going to do from now on. Mangetout it is.
All these bleeps I'm going to put in.
Sorry, Mark. You did the extra one. You mangetout. You sweet edible green pea.
Start earning your producer money.
Oh yeah, all that money I'm earning. Yeah, if only.
If only. I think she says it. Man, get out.
You would be correct, because if you look at the word itself, it does say "man, get out," and that's the way that she's been pronouncing it ever since she was a child. And why has no one corrected her? Has everyone just been having it's just a running joke within the family? Everyone probably thinks that she's just messing around, but that is how she's pronounced it since being a child. Man, get out. Would you like some man, get out?
But do you reckon her mum was having an affair, and like she didn't want anyone to know in the night, and she just shouted, "Man, get out!" as she came into the little girl come into the room, and she said, "What are you doing?" "Oh, cooking mangetout." Man, get out! Man, get out! I reckon that's how it happened.
Yes, and just have a pack of mangetout in the bedroom.
Hey, some people got kinky stuff in their bedroom.
Mm-hmm. Such as mangetout, peas, baby carrots.
Mangetout all over you. I heard some people like to cuddle in bed. Crazy.
I'm not a fan of the mange-free.
You're quite monogamous like that, aren't you?
I am indeed.
If you're polyamorous, so you'd have the mange 3.
Yeah, I don't like crowds, Paul.
Well, is that why you're so bad at comedy? So you don't get one when you do your shows?
Hey, Zoom calls count as gigs. They definitely are exactly the same every Zoom gig is exactly the same as playing the London Palladium.
I was just more thinking about some of the photos that I've seen, especially when you worked in a holiday park. And
the one with no one there.
Yeah.
Do you know what annoyed me more at that gig that no one else saw is Bingo was before me, and that room was full. And then the minute I come on, it was literally a mass exodus. So please put me.
You don't like crowds? Let's just be nice.
Well, exactly. This was it. There's only 2 people in there, which is it's worse sometimes because it's nothing like performing an audience participation based set to 2 people, one of which who didn't want to get involved.
Well, I done a show you know what London gigs are like. There's so much to do in London. You'd be lucky if some of the littler gigs have double figures of people in there. You
were in Les Mis, though.
Yeah, and I was doing my dad always wanted to watch me doing a London gig, and there's a jazz bar called Charlie White's, and they was doing comedy then. The Charlie White jazz nights, they get like 300-400 people to. So I thought they're bound to have a good crowd for the comedy night. So I said to my dad, "Yeah, come along to this one. I heard it's going to be packed," because the promoter also said, "Yeah, we've sold about 100 tickets."
Yeah,
the Windows 98 flashback, and as we got there, he was the only member of the audience. And the promoter went, "I'm going to have to cancel this." And my dad went, "I spent 40 quid on a fucking ticket. You're running the fucking show, or I'm going to fucking legs. Now put the show on." And the show did go on, and there's 12 acts, and it just became like a comedy workshop. It was lovely.
Well, that's pretty cool, though. Sometimes that's nice. It's nothing.
However, one of the acts who were on that night, we don't talk about much anymore after the Daily Mail ran a big backstory of what he used to do before becoming a professional comedian.
Jack Whitehouse?
No, he's a sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, and also, who's Jack Whitehouse? Is he who was the Whitehouse's friend last week?
It was Paul Whitehall a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah. What is it with them? You can't disconnect them.
One of them is my favourite. Is definitely in the top 5 my favourite comedians ever. The other one is somebody that I really despise.
Anyway, I bet you guys are looking forward to doing some actual gigs of AMJ. Have you got stuff planned?
Yes, I'm doing Brighton Fringe. I can't say anything, but
you're going to get this year.
Well, yeah, with my airline.
He's going down to Brighton and he's cutting some guy's hair.
He doesn't know it yet. Yeah, could you just imagine, just in the bushes?
It's mine and AMJ's 2-man show.
It's called Tiggy and Jones. We're a detective agency, and we solve mysteries with our favourite elephant.
Oh, is that me?
Yeah, that's you. That's not happening, listeners, by the way. Don't get excited by that. I just don't want to put anyone's hopes up.
Excited.
We'll do something next year.
I thought that's going to happen.
Something will happen. But yeah, I'm there from 19th to 21st, but I can't tell you where it is until next week.
What?
June.
June. Yeah, because we've got 12th of April, hospitality outdoors can open. So pubs can open their beer gardens and serve beer in the garden, but not indoors. And then on the 17th of May, the indoor hospitality and hotels can reopen. So you can have pubs and that, as long as it all goes to plan and the cases keep going down and things keep improving, then 17th of May will be all the pubs reopening and venues. We can actually have some actual gigs indoors. So
I've got one gig lined up.
You sure have.
So I'm so excited about.
Let's tell them.
It's a lip sync.
We're hosting I'm hosting a lip sync battle, and we have got some amazing acts on to this, Mr. Cridland. And Paul Tiggy.
We got Who else is confirmed, or you're not allowed to say yet?
I can say that they've all said they'll do it. Wow, this is like a Freeman and a Little Virus special. Trevor Feelgood, Ben Pransky, at this moment in time, and I think that's it at the moment. But I want to get another 2 on as well. So yeah, a lip sync battle happening in Faversham in the brand new Baltic House Much Laughter venue.
Ooh, when's this going to be?
Confirmed.
19th of May.
19th of May. So
19th of May, near your birthday, Mr. Tingy.
And near your wedding anniversary, Mr. Cookland.
Yes. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, talking of my wedding anniversary. You remember me saying last year that me and Sarah, we were going to do our wedding renewal vow thingy this year. It was supposed to be this year, and it was going to be in March, so it was nowhere near our wedding anniversary. And of course, that's not happening at the end of this month because we still can't do it. So we rebooked it for next year.
Yeah.
Oh.
And the date that was available and made us both smile was actually the 14th of May 2022, which will be our 8th wedding anniversary. So that's the day that we're doing our renewals.
Oh, well, it was meant to be.
Yes, exactly.
Stuff.
Yeah.
That's good. Who's eating? Is someone rustling crisps or something?
Or having a rustler?
I'm just wrapping up my sandwiches ready for work later. I apologise.
I thought it was either that.
Tin foil is.
It was either that or someone was whispering in your ear going.
The only people that whisper in my ear is AMJ, and then I'll normally sleep when that happens.
It's true. Going, that's how I book people now.
Do the lip sync battle. Remember your Beyonce dance a few years ago. Bring it back.
Do the lip sync.
Bring it all back to me.
We could probably get one of S Club 7.
You never know. Anyway, just on another note, I know AMJ, you said before you what?
On another note, B flat. I don't know. I'm tone deaf.
Yes. We've all said before we like our retro gaming and some modern gaming as well. Have you guys seen a game which it's only on the PC? It's called Valheim. It's a Viking-inspired survival game available on Steam. Have you guys seen this advertised anywhere?
No, I haven't.
Seen advertised, but it sounds like the Flight of the Valkyries mixed with a bit of praise music. It sounds amazing. What's going on? What's all these noises I'm hearing? Anyone else hearing noises, or is it me?
It's you. What is
Just
that?
Me. Seriously, I keep hearing music. You're not
Norman
doing
Winslow.
You guys played to Dave last week, are you?
No. There is no music coming through. There is only me and my panda.
I had a boo 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 a moment ago as well. No,
did you?
Yeah.
No.
It sounds like this may not make sense now because whilst I was telling the story earlier, I said, Windows 98 flashback because I had the Windows 98 music.
I heard. Well, have you had the vaccine? That's probably why. It's Bill Gates trying to get in your head, mate.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
I think it's a month to the day actually since I've had the vaccine.
Sarah's got her second one booked in already. She got the text come through saying, "Book your second, your booster now."
When is it?
She's got hers. It's the middle of next month.
Oh wow! I think I've got mine on the 12th of next month. Is it in Folkestone?
Yeah. She's got to go to Folkestone for it. So we'll see how it all goes. But anyway, going back to Valheim. It's a Viking-inspired survival game. It drags you in, and then you start playing. You can lose many hours, which I have just playing it. It's got the same sort of idea as Minecraft, so you have to build your house, and you can go out and mine for different metals and things like that to improve your weapons. So there is it's like Sarah said, it's a grown-up version of Minecraft. And it's like, yeah, I can see the similarities there, but it's really good, and it's still in its testing phase but over 5 million people have been playing it. So it's
That's
quite a
pretty
big
amazing.
testing phase. It's only like 15 quid or something on Steam. So if anyone does on there,
That's 2 pairs of shoes.
but it's a good game if anyone is interested in playing. I've got like lots and lots of hours already invested in the game. And the other night, I think it was Friday night, last Friday, I was playing the game, and Sarah had gone off to bed. And I was playing the game, and it was only when our smallest cat came running into the front room, jumped up on my chair, and basically screamed at me that I noticed that it was gone 2 o'clock in the morning and thought, maybe I should go to bed.
Oh,
Was it Adamant, your cat?
No.
Maybe let scream at you.
Yeah.
Where are you, babe? There you go. There's some Adamant references for all our young hip fans out there.
You're gonna have to pay him royalties now.
No, we won't. I've met Adamant.
Have you?
Yeah, well, he met me. Arrogance. I managed to get to go into the backstage area by saying I was interviewing him for DCR. Didn't even have anything to record him with. Just wanted to go and meet him. It was brilliant.
I bet DCR were delighted by that. The opportunity of a lifetime. And Paul just rocks up with nothing, swanning about in the backstage area. Did you record the interview? No, I didn't even get a crappy voice note going. You are listening to Dover Community Radio. I just wandered round. Did you drink any beer? Like
No.
any of the beers or anything?
No, I didn't have any of the beers.
No. See, now I'm looking forward.
However, what I was impressed with was they had the toilets at the venue were sponsored by him. It was all Adamant.
Hey.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to the booking hall in Dover reopening because they've got some really good bands that are lined up already, booked in for shows this year and next year. And of course, I normally go down and interview the rock and metal bands. I normally go and interview for the Rock Out, and of course that goes out on 3 different stations across the world. And I'm looking forward to that. Going back down there, get into the backstage area, which is nice. And there's a nice fridge full of beer, literally full of beer in the green room. So it'd be nice to get back in there and have some beer.
You absolute groupie. You absolute one of those hanging about, go in there, all the band finished their gig, where's the beer? It's all gone. Critters has been in.
He's not even recorded anything.
It's
done to me. And although Adamant, he did offer me some alcohol and some cigarettes when I was speaking to him. I said, I don't drink, I don't smoke. He said, what do you do? So an Adamant joke reference there. That's one of his songs. There you go.
That's the thing, isn't it? Like when you're in those situations, I remember once, like, let's just say a band from the 90s, and it was 4 a.m, and I was like, right, guys, you're going to have to leave your dressing room now. I was stage managing. He went, nah, come and have a line of cocaine with us. And you know when you're like, no, stop it, just leave. You're part of my childhood. Don't offer me drugs. Bless him.
You said 2 in the morning. Madness had a song in the 90s called 4 a.m. Is that your obscure way of saying Suggs was trying to get you to do cocaine with him?
I'd probably have done it if it was Suggs, just because I would have felt like I need to. I'll be honest, it depends on the level of celebrity. So I'm pretty sure Robert Smith could ask me to kill for him, and I'd probably do it.
Although he'd ask you in a very polite way, I'd imagine.
He would, Adam, do you mind just knocking someone off for me? Yeah. And then thought they might have wanted a hand job instead. I don't know when that situation would ever arose. Do you know what made me laugh? When I was in my teens, and I used to wear a bit of eyeliner. I used to work at McDonald's. The boss said to me, he said, Adam, you need to take that eyeliner off. And I thought, hold on a minute. You've Ronald's your bloody mascot. And that's why, dear listener, you should not try out stuff you thought about an hour ago on a podcast. Even in your mind, if you think what you're going to say is good. Don't do it.
Right. AMJ, that joke's got potential. No. Listen here, you. You floundered out the punchline. You was grasping at that punchline. If you delivered that with more confidence, I'd have laughed.
If only you got on Mark Simmons' podcast, he'd help you fix that joke.
Well,
He's the joke doctor.
Yeah, but unfortunately, he only has his high-class mates on there, doesn't he? You don't have the people who gave him gigs when he was desperate for gigs.
No, I know.
And he promised
too
Dave
famous.
the Elephant to go on there, and that still hasn't happened.
Maybe you need to send him an email. Has Dave the Elephant got a Twitter yet? Because
mentioned it.
He's what?
I'm setting up the TikTok tomorrow.
TikTok?
Yeah, TikTok and Twitter and Instagram and Snapchat are all being set up tomorrow for Dave.
Oh,
TikTok's
Trevor
good.
Barnes is on. Trevor Feelgood is on TikTok.
Trevor Barnes.
Never heard of him. Trevor Feelgood.
This show's brought to you with Trevor Barnes, Jack Whitehouse, and Paul Whitehall.
All the celebrities.
Yeah.
Do you know what I've been watching
You've got your
recently?
bookings for Mel.
Yeah, that's it. Just talking of celebrities, actually, we got to do the quiz soon, haven't we? And we got another celebrity.
Yeah, we have. Dave has got. Apparently, this is one of the poshest people he's ever met. It's Seal the Squirrel. I've never met him. No, I've never met Seal the Squirrel.
Well,
I might
with
have
a name
said
like
his name.
Squirrel.
Yeah, I might have just said the name when we was talking earlier about celebrity guests because I thought it was funny that it rhymed, and now I'm starting to regret it. But Dave ensures me that Seal the Squirrel is a real squirrel.
Sarah the Squirrel is a real squirrel.
Yeah.
Yes, and he's met Pharrell.
He's met Pharrell. I bet he's happy.
Hey.
Yeah. He stole his app.
Can't see him.
Can't see him. He's gone. Well, here's a question for you two. Like, I was on YouTube and I fell into
started.
No. Just an opinion.
Sorry.
Right. You know, you get tribute bands, and like that's widely accepted, like across the world. It's fine to cover songs. Tribute comedians. What are both of your opinions on this? Because
I can't believe there's a guy who does Peter Kay tribute act, and tickets are like £25 to go and watch him.
He's the one I'm thinking of right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's two.
Sorry?
There's one who is a Peter Kay tribute act and does different material in the vein of Peter Kay.
I've not seen that.
He's all right. I'm not going to say names. I'll tell you after. There is another one who just does it word for word, and it's like this is weird.
He's the one who charges £25. It's called the Peter Kay Experience. And he just literally just word for word copies him, and he's copied all his movements and everything. But the thing is, this guy's really thin. Doesn't quite work.
It's just not right. It just doesn't sit right with me. Like I watched one the other day and thought, just seems so wrong. Like to the comedian.
I've never heard of it.
It's odd. It seems to be more and more starting. Like, just don't do it.
You know, Jack Whitehouse, he loves doing a tribute act to all the comedians on the circuit.
He does. Yeah. He does. Bless him.
I'll finally say that and not get told off for mentioning real people.
Well, Jack Whitehouse ain't going to be happy.
He's not. He's going to be even more upset when he finds out he's not real.
He's the Jack Whitehall tribute act.
He's Jack Whitehouse. just slagging off a carpet fitter from Croydon by accident. Jack Whitehouse. I've done that. All I've done is tack this floor.
Right, I think it might be time for the quiz. Try and get some normality going on here.
And this is normal. The quiz is the normal thing. That is the normality.
It's by an elephant and giraffe and joined by a squirrel this week.
Yeah, sounds good. So where's Dave?
Well, Dave is just sleeping on the sofa, waiting to be awoken. Geraldine is in the kitchen, but she's scoffing her face on a lovely bit of cheesecake. but apparently she's singing the theme tune this week.
Ooh,
So do you want me to go and get Awake the Dave?
awake the Dave.
Dave,
Yeah.
time to wake up from the nap.
Oh, all right, I'm coming. Geraldine, best thing theme tune. We did plan that, but I'm a bit groggy, so give me 2 minutes.
And there you go. There's Dave. And Geraldine's such a pro. She'll just go for it. In more ways.
She's a pro.
Yeah. She likes probing.
What?
What? It's just something that she said to me.
She likes probing.
She's a bit rude.
Well, we've all.
No,
I don't know what that is.
She just enjoys space exploration. I think that's what she meant.
What, is she part of the UK Space Agency? Or Manston Airport, as it's known?
She got signed up last week.
Why have I just got a vision of this handmade go-kart being pushed down a hill?
With some
Come
wings.
on, Kenneth. Come on.
If you are from the UK Space Agency and you feel offended by anything that's been said in this podcast, then go away.
Yeah. Go to space.
Why don't you just blast off?
Exactly.
I can't
even
be
get
around you.
Trains right, let alone go to space.
I can't be around here. I need some space.
Hey.
That's all it is. It's that kind of space. It's not outer space.
Going to outer space.
Selling office space. That's what the UK Space Agency is. It's just office space.
Yeah.
I wonder if Hogg has survived the pandemic.
If who?
Wernham Hogg.
I hope they have.
Yeah, I hope so.
Who?
Sadly, Johnny Fred didn't.
Wernham Hogg. The Office Space. It's the business from The Office. The Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant.
So there has been some casualties.
Critters
No,
didn't.
I haven't seen it.
But you, AMJ. Stop
You've
getting
not
so
seen The
defensive.
Office?
I haven't
What's that?
seen The Office. No, not seen it. Not the English one or the rip-off American one.
Well, first, it's not that much of a rip-off. Ricky Gervais helped initialise it.
And the American one's a little bit better.
What? He went there? Mm-mm. Oh, no, he didn't.
It's almost like they have more chance to express themselves because it's more than 12 episodes.
And more than 2 writers.
Exactly.
Did you guys see Space Force?
Yeah, that's the
No.
Folkestone Space Academy, isn't it?
No, it's got Steve Carell in it, and it's really weird. And it is just a massive Mickey take of Trump's idea for Space Force.
Yeah.
It's
all right.
It's weird. It's really weird, but it's that kind of comedy. So yeah, if you like your weird comedy, then you're going to like that. And if you like weird comedy, then you must do because you're listening to this.
And you're just about to hear a fantastic quiz, which I'll best get the auto cue ready for Dave.
Ooh.
I ain't got money for an auto cue.
It's
where
just,
the budget's gone.
That's where the expenses are going.
Dave's hoovering it all up with his trunk. It's just my Kindle. Dave's got good eyesight.
Has he?
Right.
He told me he was going into a warehouse the other day, and that clearly weren't where he ended up.
I think he was just visiting Geraldine on her break.
Hey, there we go.
Don't you try and make Dave to be some sort of heathen?
No. Have an argument over the brand all of a sudden. Don't you? He's not a heathen. He's a good, nice elephant.
He is a good, nice elephant who just lost his temper a couple of weeks ago. So I shocked made final edit.
Yeah. I'll tell you, the people at Keel Toys weren't happy. Put him in the furnace.
Go back to Ashford, get another one.
Back to Ashford, we had to remodel him to look like a mammoth. It's a sad day.
It was a sad day.
quiz.
Right.
Let's get this quiz started then, shall we?
It's about time. I've been sat at the table scoffing cheesecake waiting for you to tell me to sing the theme song. Are you ready?
No, I want some cheesecake now.
I
We'll
want
go to the
cheesecake.
shop and buy some then. I love cheesecake. Makes my
I might
mouth
make-
moist.
I might make some tonight, actually.
Oh, we can use avocado cheesecake.
You know I'm going to use avocado cheesecake.
Are you gonna fry some of your banana skin bacon to go with it?
I'll probably have.
Which, by the way, Paul found very delicious, but I called him a ponce too.
I bet he did. This is like going home to my parents at Christmas, this.
Did you drive home?
What?
Yeah, driving home for don't worry, it made sense in my head, but I'm a giraffe. Right, here comes the theme tune. Are you ready?
I was
Go
born
for it.
ready.
Born with clothes on, you poor mum. Right, here comes the theme tune. It's time for Dave and Geraldine. Come into your ears. It's our quiz. Hello and welcome, everybody. That's the theme tune done and over with. Thank you very much, Geraldine. A much shorter theme tune than mine, which I'm sure some fans will appreciate. So we're starting it today, aren't we? We're starting the quiz, and it's going to be a fantastic quiz. And everyone's going to have a great time. So let's meet our contestants. Before we do, there's going to be a change in format, which was suggested by Trevor Feelgood. He said that we should all get individual questions instead of the same question over and over again. And I'm going to prove a point to Trev why that format may not work.
Okay.
Okay, so are you ready? Introduce yourselves, contestants. I'm looking at the bearded one, the proper beard, not the pretend one that's on AMJ's face. So, bearded one, reveal yourself.
Oh, dear. Yes, I'm Mark. Hello, I'm from Dover. And I'm lucky.
Very lucky. It's a great. Oh, I love living in Dover. I couldn't afford the rent in Herne Bay, so I had to come live with Paul. AMJ, introduce
Hello.
yourself, please.
Hello, I am Adam, and I am also from Dover.
That's it.
Hello. Oh yeah, and I have great hobbies and interests. And
Paul, I don't
What
think
do you
you're
want me
getting
to
your bonus
say?
point from Gerald. Well, the last couple of weeks you've made stuff up like I'm a chartered accountant, I'm
All
a
right.
chartered surveyor.
all right then. Well, hello. My name's Adam. I'm from Dover, and I'm the regional manager for the co-op. There we go. Is that better? It
That's
is a good
all.
job.
Well, congratulations. And now we're coming to our final guest. He's our mystery celebrity guest, although it's not that much of a mystery because Paul's just told me that it was revealed earlier. But would you like to introduce yourself, final mystery guest? Oh, yes. Hello. I'm Seal the Squirrel, and I'm delighted to be here. I think this might be a bit beneath me, but Dave, you told me this was good fun, and good fun I shall have. What jolly japes, what? Thank you very much, Cyril. So, are we ready for the new style quiz?
Yes.
Let's have a go.
Personally, I'm already not liking the idea. I don't like change. So, the first question is going to Mark Cridland, DJ Critters, producer Critters, DJ Critters. First question to you. What is your middle name?
Don't have a middle name.
Geraldine, you know the answer, I don't. He's absolutely correct. He gets 5 bonus points. Thank you very much. Cyril the Squirrel, we come to you next for the next question for you. Cyril? Oh, Cyril scarpered off. We're gonna have to find a he's seen an acorn fall from a tree. We'll have to get Clayton in or something. Is Clayton about, Geraldine? Oh, yeah, he's under the kitchen table. Don't ask what he's doing under there, but he's got a big tongue. Okay. Clayton, your question is, well, do you love baguettes? Weren't you listening last week, Dave? I love baguettes. I like to pretend it's the second tail. They're fantastic.
Geraldine, is this true?
Too right it is, Pet. Well done. He gets 5 bonus points. Well done there, Clayton. Fantastic stuff there for you. Now, AMJ, we're coming to you next.
Indeed we are. So, AMJ, your question is...
Yeah.
The shark inflating pellet was a James Bond gadget from which film?
Moonrake. No, that's based in space.
Oh, we know somebody who's going to work in space.
Oh, we do. We sure do. It's where his dreams are. It is From Russia with Love.
I'm afraid it's Live and Let Die.
I knew
Unlucky.
that. I've never seen a James Bond film properly.
Have you not? Oh my
No.
God. Geraldine, I'm sorry I gave the answer away. It's because I finally knew an answer to a question.
That's all right, Dave. I'll let you off, but I'll let you know now that Clayton's on 5, Critters is on 5, AMJ is on 2 because he's got that twinkly eye.
Hey.
Okay.
He's got to see the doctor about that.
He has got to see a doctor about that. It might
Not
be
just
something
the eye.
serious. Not just the eye. What else do you mean?
Oh, there. I've got a bit of a cough. No, I haven't got a cough.
Oh my goodness.
The worst thing you can say in 2021. I'm fine. I don't need to see any doctors. I'm fine.
You're going to have a lateral flow test.
I'm going to have a lateral flow test.
Oh, is that another quiz? Is that something else he's branching off from this? Is it AMJ?
It sounds like a posh piss.
He's gonna go and see if he's got the little virus.
Is there a test for that? Is there a
I think
quiz?
so. Well, it'd be a great season finale if I did have it and sadly passed away. the listenership would go through the roof.
Yeah.
We get 5. No.
We get 5. The doctor will listen back to it as well.
Oh, the signs were there. Critters.
Yes.
Question for you. What is your wife's name?
My wife's name is Sarah.
He's absolutely correct. That's another 5 bonus points and a point for getting it correct. And you answered it so quickly. You are now on more points than anybody else.
Thank you, Geraldine.
I've been married for 7 years this year.
7 years, oh blimey! Hope you don't get the 7-year itch.
I know.
Positive message, Geraldine. Now we're going to go to Clayton. Clayton, what is the name of the bird you love the most and you let clean your teeth?
Well, the bird I love the most is called Boris, but he's nothing like Boris Johnson. And I let him clean my teeth. He pecks away, and it's absolutely adorable. And I'll give him a little kiss as he flies out. The first time I'd done it, he thought I was trying to bite his beak off. But no, I was just giving him a kiss because I was just so happy with the service he gave.
Is that right, Geraldine?
That is absolutely correct. Well done, Clayton.
AMJ, we're coming to any bonus points, Geraldine?
No, to be honest, I fell asleep halfway through his story.
Okay.
Hey.
Now, no, not you, AMJ, Clayton.
Oh.
AMJ, next question to you.
Yeah.
Can you please tell me in which English county would you find the villages Shitterton, Scratchy Bottom, and Happy Snoring?
Devon.
No, it does start with a D, but it's Dorset.
Oh, that's
So close.
I have a funny feeling that these questions that Geraldine prepared for me are a bit stacked up towards AMJ. So as we go into the last round, I'm going to do it the old style way, where it's the same question for everyone.
Okay.
Is everyone happy with that?
Yes. I prefer that way.
Yeah, me too. Thanks for your suggestion, Trevor Feelgood.
It was a rubbish idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a bit mean. He was just trying to help, and he's been on the show a few times, but we tried it.
Trevor's been on once.
No, he was on at the beginning as well. He made appearance before me.
There was an interview, wasn't it?
Does it make you feel good?
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. It does make Trevor feel good.
He
Oh,
actually
Trev!
shared the tweet about that just the other day. That one, and that was from almost a year ago.
Ooh. Now, are you ready for the next question?
Yes.
We sure are.
The yawning really showed the enthusiasm that's in the studio right now.
Who was that? Who was yawning?
Was it you?
It wasn't me. I'm
So-
wide awake.
Yeah, and Paul wasn't wrapping up his sandwiches earlier.
Yeah, I am the Timmy Mallet of awakeness.
Part of the Wacky Day Club.
We're
Now-
wide awake.
In which game would you find Jake the Jailbird? And we're going to start with AMJ this time.
In which game?
Yeah, what game would you find Jake the Jailbird?
What type of game? A board game or a video game?
Let's go with board game.
Jake the Jailbird.
There's
Bloody
also
hell.
a video game of the same name.
Is it? Jake? Oh, is it Spy versus Spy?
Spy versus Spy, says AMJ. I don't know. DJ Critters.
I
Jake
haven't
the
got a clue.
Jailbird.
Never heard of him.
I
I'm
thought you
gonna
was the
go.
next one.
No, I'm gonna go with Earthworm Jim.
Earthworm Jim.
There's a callback.
Layton, what about you? What are you going to go with?
Now, as you know, I love birds, like Boris, who comes and cleans my teeth, and I've got some more birds who peck on the back of my back to keep me nice and clean and all. But I also know about jailbirds, like Benefit Bear. And Benefit Bear told me this last week. He said to me, "You never guess what, Clayton? You never guess what? It's only Jake the Jailbird here, the guy from Monopoly." Geraldine is speaking right now, and I'm going to tell you right now that Clayton is correct. Jake the Jailbird is from Monopoly. He's the guy who's in the prison in Monopoly. 8 bonus points there for Clayton.
Wow.
Didn't know
Every
that.
day's a school day, and it did have. I think it's been on every console ever, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, I've never actually played Monopoly. It's only because Benefit Bear let me know.
What,
Okay,
good old
thank you.
Benefit Bear.
Clayton. Yeah, he's still inside here on his holiday with his majesty. Right, this one's going to go off to the beautiful DJ Critters. Are you ready, DJ Critters?
Yeah, go on him.
I know how much you love football, so this is perfect for you. What animal can run the fastest? An elephant, squirrel, or a mouse?
I'm gonna go with squirrel.
Oh, I'll tell you what, Cyril made a pretty slapdash run off earlier. That's pretty fast.
That's what made me
AMJ.
say squirrel because
Ooh.
of Cyril.
Cyril the squirrel, he's ran away. Oh no, I think a red kite's just caught him.
Oh no!
That might be the end of Cyril. Hopefully it's a nice friendly
Actually
red
killed
kite.
him off.
And
Is
Oh,
that,
no.
is that how we do this now? If something doesn't work, you just kill it off.
And that was the end of AMJ. He's died.
this material's not working. Oh, I'll just die.
oh, good news! Good news! It looks like it's a friendly red kite, and they're just having fun flying around. Oh, thank goodness!
Oh, watch out for the power lines.
It's not like Brad Pitt in Deadpool 2.
Exactly like Brad Pitt in Deadpool 2.
Oh, AMJ, I'm meant to be a silent partner with the auto cue. You've just made me giggle. That's unfair.
Sorry.
Now everyone knows that I don't actually look at the questions in advance. So AMJ, what animal can run the fastest? An elephant, squirrel, or a mouse?
Oh, a mouse.
Who you could go, mouse? Clayton, what are you going with?
Oh, wow, I did see Cyril run off past me when I was underneath the table, and that was like scary because he's like a whirlwind. So I'm going to have to go with Cyril. Yeah, I think not like only just a squirrel. I think Cyril the squirrel's the fastest in the world because he just like ran past me like like lightning. Like scary, man.
I don't think you've got to worry about remembering Cyril the Squirrel somehow. I've got a feeling.
Oh, what do you mean you got a feeling? Tonight's gonna be a good night. Tonight's gonna be a good night. A feeling. Ooh.
Just
Yes.
like that. Just like that,
Right.
Dave.
What's the answer?
Geraldine, what is the answer?
You know what, Dave? I can't believe they haven't got more faith in you. The answer is elephant. So none of you were correct.
It's an unknown fact, but I'm faster than Cyril the Squirrel. I just don't like showing it off because
Wow.
I watched The Incredibles and I know people with superpowers are frowned upon.
You haven't watched many Marvel films then?
I've not seen a single one apart from Captain Marvel.
Well, they are very good films. In fact, they are marvelous.
Hey.
You should marvel at their amazingness.
Yeah.
What a marvel.
And if you're excited, Justice League Syndicate is out Friday.
Ooh. Is there any more questions, or is that it? What's going on? Who's won? Who's what?
Did you want one more question? I was just letting you and AMJ have guest banter.
Oh yes.
Oh wow.
One more question then, because we are running out of time.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, then this one's starting off with Clayton. Clayton, who has nephews Peepie, Popeye, Pipeye, and Poopeye?
I couldn't really give a shit about the outcome of this. And I'll be honest, I'm just going to go back under the table. I'm not really interested in the quiz. Get me back to ask my questions. I enjoyed that, but I can't be bothered to answer this question. So I know the answer. I know the answer to everything. So, but yeah, I'll just pass it on to the next guy.
Okay, thanks for that, Clayton. DJ Critters, who has nephews Peepie, Popeye, Pipeye, and Poopeye?
That'll be Popeye, the Sailor Man. He lives in a caravan.
Oh, don't finish that. That sounds rude. AMJ, who has nephews Peepie, Popeye, Pipeye, and Poopeye?
Barack Obama.
Geraldine, I don't think AMJ's correct, but I don't know the answer, so I'll come to you.
Thank you very much, Dave. And just to let you know, one of you got the answer correct. It wasn't Clayton. It wasn't DJ Critters. It is, in fact, Barack Obama.
He does indeed. There we go. Brilliant stuff.
I'm only joking. It is, of course, Popeye, or Popeye the Sailor Man. Doot doot. I've been in his caravan. Let me tell you, I was let's just say he's very well lubricated. I found olive oil all over him.
And he had spinach.
That brings the end of the quiz, and this week's winner is DJ Critters.
Yay, I win at last. Woo.
Rigged.
Rigged.
Done, DJ Critters. I could have won,
rigged?
but you're gonna rig him up to a torture chair.
Why not? Go for it.
It's got very dark.
It is.
I know all about that. If you want to torture him, I've got some ideas.
Sexy ideas?
I've got a news story. Moving on, and it's actually
Is it about hurting people?
Not quite, no, but it is. It's related to Australia.
Oh, now I'm interested again.
And it's related because you mentioned there about the birds that pick out the teeth, and also a songbird as well. This is actually a story about an Australian songbird.
Oh yeah.
Yes, an Australian songbird who's forgetting the lyrics to the songs.
Oh no! Is it about Kylie Minogue?
Well, it could be.
Daddy Minogue?
Stick. I don't like that.
It's actually the male birds that are forgetting the words to their own songs, and have actually been mimicking the songs of other species. And the female of their species, not only is more, yes, not just that, but they're also, they keep saying that don't impress me much.
Oh, that's pretty odd.
Yes.
They really saying that don't impress me much. Oh, 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 oh. So you know the song of another songbird, but don't get me wrong, I think it's all right.
Yeah, exactly. This is the black and yellow regent honey eater is the name of the bird. Once
That's a
very
bee.
common.
It's a
No,
bee.
no, it just eats the honey.
Yeah, but
It's a
it's black.
bird.
It's yellow and black. It's not. It's a bee. Silly
That's
scientist.
probably how it like gets into the beehives to get the honey by making it look like it's a bee, but it's not actually a bee. It's actually a
Oh,
bird.
bees are intelligent. They know. They know a difference between a bee and a bird. Unlike this scientist.
Well, you have to tell you the story about the birds and the bees someday.
That's
I'm
next
sure
week.
Geraldine will tell you.
Oh, can that be story time next week?
Maybe.
I think it can be.
But yeah, this bird used to be really common across Australia, but now is actually classed as critically endangered, with just a few hundred of the songbirds left in the wild, many of them flying solo. So yeah, what's happening is the young males are mimicking friar birds and cuckoo shrikes, and so it's not actually the song that is attractive to the female of their species, so they're just not bothered. They're not
And
singing the right song, so they're going, nope, not interested.
Just to say, all those young males out there who are thinking about flying solo, it can work wonderfully. Look at Robbie Williams when he left Take That. It can. And John Lennon, Paul McCartney, they done good solo stuff. So don't be afraid to break out. Like AMJ doing this podcast.
Happy days. Also, they've turned into like tribute birds, like the tribute act to the animal kingdom. That's what I like about it.
Yeah, that's
can't
what it
tribute
is.
comedians, but we can have tribute birds.
We can have tribute birds.
Yeah. Why not?
I know a comedian that does a tribute act.
Yeah? Who is it?
It's AMJ.
I don't do a tribute act.
Yeah, you do. You used to do Robbie Williams.
I did used to do a Robbie Williams tribute, yeah.
Yeah. There you go, tribute act.
Not no more.
No.
Are you sure?
Good old fat Robbie's been put to bed.
Is that why you don't entertain us anymore?
No, I don't. Maybe I need to bring him out for one night only.
Yeah, for lip sync battle.
Shall I bring Fat Robbie back for lip sync battle?
Yeah, why not? Who's judging this lip sync battle, by the way?
That is a great question. Would you like to judge this lip sync battle?
What day is the 19th of May?
It's Wednesday.
Ooh, if I'm not busy, then I shall, yes. I shall be your judge of plenty. Do you not want more than one judge?
I will find another judge as well.
I'd probably recommend asking the venue owner to be a judge. That might go well.
I will. I think she may be busy that day, hence why we put that on. But we'll sort it out.
And where do I send my bill to?
You send your bill to Roulette Media.
You'll be lucky.
Yeah, Space Academy UK.
If you're listening, anyone from Roulette Media, I actually really appreciate your work and all the good work that you do.
Remember, this is a satirical comedy podcast. Nothing is serious, not even the quiz.
Yeah, if anyone has got a bit upset about it and something that has been said, just remember.
Can you become a guest in next week's quiz?
Exactly.
Who's next week? Who have we got? Have we got anyone planned for next week yet?
I do, but I can buy them off for a week if we can get someone from Roulette Media. But we're recording in the afternoon, aren't we? And then most people aren't available. That's why we had Clayton.
Are we back to normal next week?
Yeah, we're back to normal next week.
So we can have someone else, someone different, a human maybe.
Yeah, or maybe Silver the Squirrel might try and do it again.
No, I don't think he is.
Maybe.
I think he's dead. I think
No,
he went
dead
into
to
those
me.
power lines. He's dead to Bard, yeah.
You run off whilst we're recording. You're dead to me.
Exactly. If Critter doesn't want him back, he's not coming back, I'm afraid.
All right, then I'll let him know. But he was a bit hyped out for the show anyway.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's accidentally died. We can't come back.
He's not dead. He's flying with the red kite. They're racing some pigeons at the moment.
Right. Anyone got anything interesting they want to end this week's podcast on?
Oh, I found a third tusk.
Okay. Do you need to see a doctor?
I thought it was the third tusk, and I remembered it was my trunk. But yeah, that was my news I wanted to share this week.
Was that because did your tusk get hard? Your trunk get hard thinking it was tusk?
No.
No.
I just looked in the mirror and thought, oh, the third tusk. Oh, there's my trunk. I'm a silly elephant.
You are a silly Billy.
You can't always tusk what you see in the mirror.
Hey, and on that note,
On that note, Taskmaster's back on tonight.
it sure is.
Taskmaster, is it?
Yeah. Oh, I'm a guest. I'm in
Are
one.
you?
Yeah, Dave the Elephant appears in episode 4 this year.
That's only when it's on Dave, the TV channel.
And Channel 4 on prime time.
Yes.
Right. Beautiful people. I'm going to have to bounce, I'm afraid.
That's
No,
because Fat
no,
Robbie's back.
Fat Robbie needs to rehearse and
He needs
got
to
things
bounce.
off the bounce. Don't forget, at least you don't actually have to sing it, though, AMJ. You are allowed just to lip sync it.
Which will be better.
Just like the real Robbie Williams.
Hey,
Not really, he's a great entertainer.
he is. I do
Yeah,
love him.
and he always asks permission, doesn't he? He always asks permission before he does.
Exactly. Right, guys, I'm going to bounce. It's a pleasure as always.
So we should be back next week for more fun,
Yeah,
frivolity,
we'll be
and
back
a load of frolics.
We should. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.
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 He's
Bye.
waving.
Bye!
Where's Cyril?
He's still outside with the red kite.
Being tossed around.
Yeah, at no point was it just that I forgot what Cyril sounded like.
Musical Insights.